Love can also do things that we should never do. Watch till the end to find out what she did for love. Bokeem was married to the wealthiest man in the city, a man everyone admired, a man she once adored with all her heart. In the beginning, their love was something out of a fairy tale. Mike used to surprise her with flowers, weekend trips, and kisses that felt like promises. But over time, those promises faded. His company grew, and work became his new mistress. Now, his empire demanded all of him, his time, his mind, even his heart. At first, Bokeem tried to fill the emptiness. She redecorated the house, bought designer dresses, and hosted elegant luncheons for women who smiled but never cared. But soon, even luxury began to feel hollow. The sparkle in her eyes dimmed with every silent dinner, every unanswered call, every lonely night. Mike forgot her birthday, then their anniversary. Their love, once a flame, was now a cold shadow. That evening, Mike came home late again, shoulders heavy, face unreadable. Bokeem met him at the door, forcing a soft smile. "Dinner's ready," she said gently. He loosened his tie and collapsed onto the couch. "I'm too tired," he muttered. "I'll eat in the morning." She stood there, clutching the untouched plate, her heart aching. Slowly, she set it down and approached him. "But I miss you, honey," she whispered. Mike didn't even look up. His eyes were already half closed, lost in exhaustion or indifference. That night, she slipped into bed beside him. The man, who once couldn't sleep without holding her, now turned his back. She lay still, staring at the ceiling as tears gathered in her eyes. It had been months since he touched her, months since his lips had even brushed her cheek. The distance between them was just inches, yet it felt like an ocean. Bokeem reached out, her fingers brushing his arm, hoping he might turn, say something, remember her. But he didn't move, and for the first time, she realized she wasn't just lonely. She was invisible. Months later, Mike came home, smiling something she hadn't seen in forever. Behind him stood a man who looked exactly like him. "Bokeem," Mike said proudly, "meet my twin brother, James." She froze. It was like looking at her husband from years ago, the version that still loved her. James reached out his hand, warm and playful. "So you're the famous Bokeem?" he said with a grin. Mike never shuts up about how lucky he is. She smiled politely. "Nice to finally meet you, James." James had been living abroad for years, but now he was back and his presence changed everything. Unlike Mike, James noticed her. He noticed her new haircut, the way her earrings matched her dress, the sadness she tried so hard to hide. "Chicken legs," he teased. "You'll go mad alone in this big cage of a house. I'm calling you Bo from now on." She laughed, really laughed for the first time in months. "I've tried talking to your brother," she sighed, "but unless it's business, he doesn't hear me." James smiled, his gaze lingering a second too long. Something flickered, something neither of them wanted to name. Later that week, the sound of music filled the kitchen. Bokeem stood slicing strawberries for dessert, her laughter echoing softly. James leaned against the doorway, arms crossed, watching her with a teasing grin. "Look at you," he said, "the queen of this mansion, cutting strawberries, like it's royal duty." "Someone has to do it," she replied, smiling. "Mike wouldn't notice if I served air." "Bo, stop worrying about my brother," James said, stepping closer. "You'll grow grey, waiting for him to notice you." He stole a strawberry from the bowl. "Hey," she said, swatting at him playfully. Caught red-handed, he grinned. "Or should I say, sweet-handed?" She laughed again, that pure sound that had long vanished from the house. James froze, watching her face light up. Something in him shifted. "There it is," he said softly. "That laugh. You should do that more often, Bo." Their eyes met. For a heartbeat, the world stood still. The laughter faded, replaced by something electric. He cleared his throat suddenly. "Come on," he said, grabbing his car keys. "I'm taking you out." "Ice cream, doctor's orders." She hesitated, then nodded. That night, the quiet house that had become her prison echoed with laughter again. But as James watched her under the city lights, her smile soft, her eyes glowing, he knew something had begun, something that shouldn't have. Because no matter how innocent it looked, everyone knew a lonely woman and her brother-in-law spending too much time together never ended well. And somewhere deep inside her heart, Bokeem knew this was the beginning of something she might never be able to undo. To be continued.